So here we have kind of a rare enemy. I mean, he's not that rare, but he's somewhat rare. The basilisk, which you can steal leather belts from, which is a good way to make some money. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and just... He's not really that hard. He's got some HP on him, but not really a big deal. But yeah, as you can see, I have grinded. Upgraded everybody's weapons to the max and got them the best equipment, and I even bought one of each of those spells. So that's pretty cool. Which actually took a while. Probably took a good, I'd say, 5-6 hours maybe. Something like that. So I did that over a span of a few days. And, yeah. So, let's see what's going on here. If you look at the stats, we got all our weapons are on level 8, which is nice. Level 8, yes. Good times. Except for them, because I don't really need to do anything with them. So, of course, equipment-wise, we got silver helmets, brigandines, steel boots, pretty much for everybody, yeah. But also, I checked out that granite mail. It actually gives you more defense, but it really brings down your speed, so I opted to go with the brigandine instead, so there you go. And then spells. Yes, I got a photon beam. Oh, this is a weird order, but yeah, I bought a photon beam. Also, I don't know how they're ordered, it's weird, but yeah. I bought one of each of those expensive, powerful spells on Eclipse, which are pretty good spells, so I definitely recommend getting them, so. Anyway, we need to head down to Cento Temple, because that's where things are going down. Something crazy is probably going to happen. Huh, another basilisk. What do you know? See, sometimes they just seem to be really rare. Other times, not so much. I don't know. It's just kind of... It just kind of depends, really. I don't know. Because while I was grinding, like, sometimes I could go, like, quite some time without ever seeing it, so I don't know. No, you're not doing magic. Na 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 na. Getting some money going again. It's pretty cool. Okay. That was odd. Whatever. Yeah, but you can only steal brown herbs from these dudes, so I'm not too worried about stealing from them. It's kind of like, meh. No. Splash! This game seems to be acting up for some reason. I don't know why. Like, the whole time I was grinding, like, basically I would, grind while watching wrestling pay-per-views, and it acted just fine. Like, all that time. Now suddenly it's, like, acting up. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. Oh, apparently we're in Two River. This is the temple. Please, follow me. I guess. Suppose I could do that. How's it going? I've brought him here, sir. Gallius. I see you have. Very good, Deuce. Daniel Vineyard, welcome to Cento Temple. I am Gallius, the head priest. Pleased to meet you. Gallius, you said? Haven't I heard that name before somewhere? I don't know, man. I'm sure my name can frequently be heard in the corridors of the Matrek State Hall. I am also acting as governor of the Ocean State, you see. Oh, I see. That must be why I've heard it before. But isn't that strange, for the head priest to be governor as well? Kind of is. Ocean's history is a strange one. Unlike the other states, it has never existed as an independent nation. In the past, Ocean used to consist of many individual city-states. This temple was once its own domain as well. However, nowadays, Ocean is a sparsely populated area, with only two notable exceptions, this temple and Faraday with its university. When Ocean joined the state union, it was decided that governorship would be shared between the head priest of Cento Temple and the headmaster of Faraday University. The current headmistress has no interest in national politics, though, so in practice, I've become the sole governor of Ocean. Oh, that's interesting. I see. Pardon me for asking, but if you are a governor, then you must have heard about me from the other governors. I'm sure that picture of me isn't too positive. Indeed, Daniel. I am well aware of how the people at the capital view you. That's one of the reasons I've been wanting to meet you. I wanted to see what you're really like. I don't have to tell you that the presence of a Cure Guard officer so high up the ranks of the state army is causing great concern among certain people, warranted or not. The Chancellor may have pushed your progress too hard, but it's not for me to say. At least you know that he's on your side. I've already met the other governors, and I have my doubts about some of them. What is your own view on the situation? I believe that all men are created equal, regardless of their birthplace. There are zealots on both sides who believe their nation is superior to the other, or even that they are superior to people. It's my duty to remain neutral in the face of rampant nationalism. My loyalties lie not with the state union, but with its people, and indeed, with all the people in this world. It must be difficult to hold that view when faced with the more aggressive members of the Zelmany government. It's no easy path, but I've devoted my life to it. The status I have as head priest is a convenient shield. People still have great respect for the clergy. In any case, you must have already heard from Deuce that we're having a bit of an emergency situation here at the temple. That's the word going around. I've only told him the basics. I thought you would want to explain the full story to him. Very well. I'll start at the beginning then. The first attack took place several weeks ago. A handful of elementals tried to invade the temple, but we managed to stop them. Elementals? Yes, indeed. Nothing but elementals. Now, elementals may exist in nature, but these were clearly the result of human experiments. More than that, summoning elements is a complicated ritual. We are dealing with one or more mages of considerable level. However, the true reason for the attack is still unknown to us. No message was issued. No demands were made. Nothing. We foolishly assumed that they were discouraged by the swift destruction of the first wave and left us alone. Now it seems the first attack was merely a test. Last week the elementals struck again, this time in far greater numbers. We ultimately repelled them, but the damage was severe. Several monks lost their lives. Well, that's too bad. We may not be able to withstand another attack. Action must be taken before they conjure an even larger army. The root of the problem, the ones creating the elementals, must be stopped. Daniel, we lack the strength to fight back, and the state army has too much on its mind to pay any attention to us. Many volunteers have offered their help, but they would be no match for the elemental Spelldrong's masters. I can't accept that kind of sacrifice. We turn to you as our last hope. I'll help, not because I'm part of the state army, or because you're the governor. I just want to help. There you go. You said you're looking for the mages who created these elementals. Do you have any idea where they are? Thankfully, yes. We've recently tracked them down to an old mansion east of here. It used to be abandoned, but they've taken it over and bolstered its defenses. Alright. We'll head there as soon as we can. I offer you our deepest gratitude on behalf of everyone here. Of course, since we are the ones who approached you, we will provide you with some Arn to cover your expenses. Oh, really? So we get 4,000 Arn, that's pretty nice. Also, please accept this gift as a token of my gratitude. And we get a free photon beam. Now we got 2 of them. Sweet! Hell yeah! Finally, please allow Deuce to accompany you on this mission. He is one of the few at this temple who has the necessary skills to support you. Okay, that could be nice. Of course, I would appreciate your help. That's all then. Take your time preparing yourself before you head out. You're free to stay at the temple anytime you please. Okay. I wish you good luck, Daniel. Alright. I think we can do this. So I guess we could take a look around here, see if there's anything going on. We appreciate your help, Daniel. The mansion we think is their headquarters is not far east of the temple. Okay. Check out the temple a little before we head out. Not that long ago, I was having trouble sleeping, and some man came here from Faraday to cure me. He said it could have been the surroundings, and went off to study the temple. Half a day later, we still hadn't seen him again, and thought he'd returned to the city. Guess what? 2 days later, we found him outside in the garden, sleeping. He'd been sleeping for 48 hours straight, but when we woke him up, he got annoyed because we interrupted his experiment. What a weird guy. Huh. Well... that's what you get for waking people up, dude. It's not cool. We have some contact with the Holy Empire of Rocaine in the far north. We share with them our piety and dedication, but we still have our differences. The Rocainians can be very dogmatic, and they are a lot more aggressive about spreading their faith. No surprise they've been involved in many wars. Oh, those aggressive fanatics, you gotta love them. So it looks like we have an inn here. That's nice. Don't really need to sleep or anything, but you'll be staying with us. Is it free? Well, if it's free, I guess I'll stay. I mean, why not? I don't need to, but might as well take a rest. Okay. Got a nice little inn going on here. It's nice. How's it going? We place few restrictions upon those who wish to live at the temple. There's a list of rules to abide to, but they aren't strict. The essence is very simple. Always think of others before you think of yourself. That is the very core of our belief system. If everyone thought that way, no one would have to feel lonely or an outcast anymore, right? Maybe it sounds naive, but I think we can make it come true. Sounds good to me. Any new magic here? Looks like we do. Ooh, you can buy restores here. Also have some status healing stuff, which are pretty expensive. I think I'm just gonna hold off on that for now. Na 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 na. Item shop. What do we got going on here? Quartz armlet. +2 to MP regen. Got one of those equipped already. We don't have any prism lenses, dude. Or mementos anymore. Got plenty of brown herbs, though. We're definitely not in any need of that. If you think that all members of the temple share the same religious beliefs, then you couldn't have been more wrong. We are really more of a philosophical order. We preach the importance of being open-minded towards other beliefs. Well, there you go. After all, if you can't give undeniable evidence that your beliefs are the true, why should you have the right to claim they are? You must share your beliefs with others and let them arrive at their own conclusions. See, now that makes sense. That really makes sense. This temple is built on holy ground, so any dark elemental creatures will be seriously weakened inside here. But people who are born with darkness as their innate element have nothing to worry about. Oh, that's good. The effect is not strong enough to affect them. Because I think, I don't think I have any characters with me, but there are some, I'm quite sure. The creatures who attack were pure elementals, but they were evenly split between water and ice. It's very difficult to summon elementals if you are not attuned to the particular element, so most likely there are at least 2 mages involved. I can't walk by you, dude. I'm trying to get to this other dude, which is back here somewhere. The records contained here are priceless. This temple was actually built from old ruins that have been here for hundreds of years. You know, I wish you could read the bookshelves in this game, but you really can't. You know, I always love that in RPGs and games, you know, where you can, like, read bookshelves and stuff. They have, like, little, like, in-game stories and things like that. I always like that kind of thing. Like in Wild Arms or Dragon Quest. But a lot of games just don't let you do that, so that's just the way it is. Okay, well, let's move on, shall we? Got a save here. We can drop a save, it's good stuff. There's nothing I can do about those elementals. Even if I wanted to, the head priest forbade anyone who isn't skilled in combat from fighting. I know he's thinking of our well-being, but I don't want to sit around and do nothing. Well, if you're not skilled in combat, then you shouldn't be fighting. That's just common sense. You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't make sense. Okay. Most of us are here to seek wisdom, so we're not very good at fighting. There are some monks that, though, who focus on martial arts as well. Well, that's not a bad thing. I mean, you gotta be able to defend yourself, you know? What is this nonsense? Shadfork. Nice stash. Hooah! My hugeness is perfection. Can we recruit him? The spirit is strong, but the flesh is impatient. Here's a wise lesson. Never start on your dessert before finishing the main course. Okay. So I take it we can't recruit him just yet. You got a nice garden here. That's nice. I like it. So I guess we'll have to come back at some later point to recruit that dude. So let's roll on out of here. Is there anything going on out here? Guess we can't go over that way. That's sad. Uh-oh. Something's going down. Orlando. No sign of him, huh? Maybe we overdid it a bit with that last batch. Ice? I guess these are the mages? That dude just looks like some random dude in a polo t-shirt, but okay. We can always put more pressure on them. Sooner or later, they'll be forced to come out. Then we might as well storm into the temple and find them ourselves. Besides, I'm not interested in burning down the whole place. It's just him I want. Him? Boris. Nice stash. Him, you say? You joined us because you're after a certain person? Oh, didn't you know yet? Yeah, you could say I have a score to settle with one of those priests. Revenge, is it then? A worthy cause to fight for, I'd say. I didn't know you cared about that sort of thing. I thought you were just a bored nobleman. That's a grave insult. I am not some mere knave looking for a fight. I am a knight of noble blood. Are you now? It is my sworn duty to seek out battle. Whatever. If all you want is to fight, why didn't you just join the state army? The army? Bah! Modern warfare is no longer what it used to be. There is no place for honorable knights like me anymore. In this day and age, skill and valor no longer matter. And so you, just go kill some priests instead. At least my presence is appreciated here. That is as good a place as any to swing my flail around. If the temple has to be my enemy, so be it. If they oppose me, they all shall fall. What hypocrisy. You're just trying to justify your bloodthirst with some meaningless talk about honor. That's what it sounds like. What a thing for you to say. I thought you were just in it for the fun. How presumptuous. I'm not a thrill seeker. I merely thought her invitation was interesting. So far, I haven't been disappointed. Well, she just needed some mages like us to create those elementals with our help. With her help, her own dark elementals would be slaughtered like lambs by the temple warriors. But all in all, you're no better than him. I don't hide behind such hollow concepts as honor. I can take responsibility for what I'm doing. Well, that's nice, I suppose. Uh-oh. Something finally happened? It's about time. It's already been a few days since my sentinel beast was destroyed. I wonder if they asked for reinforcements. Well, let's go check it out. Wait. What will we call ourselves? What are you talking about? We've only been working anonymously up till now. When we make our presence known, we'll need a name that will strike fear into the hearts of our foes. A name that will spread throughout the world. A name that shall make everyone tremble upon hearing it. Okay. What about the Caretakers? That doesn't sound very threatening. What's that supposed to mean? See, we're the Caretakers, because if you stand in our way, we'll take care of you. Oh gosh, that is horrible. I'm sorry, that is just bad. I get it, it's a joke. A very bad joke, and you should feel bad. Exactly my point. The Caretakers. Come on, really?